It really has.
Get a wide variety of all your daily recommended servings of whole fruits and vegetables without having to leave your home. Right now, Balance of Nature is offering free shipping and 35% off on any new preferred order. Call 1-800-2468-751 or go to balanceofnature.com and use discount code USA.
It's time for Farm and Ranch headlines on the Southeast AgNet. I'm Tyron Spearman reporting. This season, get medieval on peanut white mold with the powerful protection of the all-new Excalia fungicide from Valent USA. With superior staying power, Excalia keeps your peanuts from being conquered by white mold, even under heavy pressure. Ask your local retailer or visit valent.com/Excalia to learn more. USDA has released the final peanut crop estimate for 2020, and there has been a major cut in the estimated tons of peanuts that were produced. Production is now estimated at 3,066,000 tons. That's up 12% from last year. The planted acres, 166 million acres. That's up 16% from last year. But the major cut was from the November crop estimate. Alabama fell from 4,000 pounds down to 3,500 pounds. Florida fell from 3,700 pound average yield per acre to 3,400 pounds. And Georgia dropped 400 pounds as well. 4,500 was estimated, now making 4,100. But overall, a major drop in the peanut production.
This season, get medieval on peanut white mold with the powerful protection of all-new Excalia fungicide from Valent USA. Here to shield your peanuts from the treachery of white mold, Excalia delivers excellent staying power, keeping your peanuts from being conquered, even under heavy pressure. Stay one step ahead of peanut white mold with the powerful protection of Excalia. Ask your retailer or visit valent.com/Excalia. Always read and follow label instructions.
This season, get medieval on peanut white mold with the powerful protection of the all-new Excalia fungicide from Valent USA. With superior staying power, Excalia keeps your peanuts from being conquered by white mold, even under heavy pressure. So ask your local retailer or visit valent.com/Excalia to learn more. I'm Tyron Spearman for Southeast AgNet.
When it really counts, depend on the source for the latest weather updates, keeping you ahead of the storm. 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, The Source.
We'll have variable cloudiness today with brief showers this afternoon and a high of 60 to 69. Then mostly cloudy tonight, low 46 to 55. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday all will have a mix of clouds and sunshine. High Thursday, 66 to 70. High Friday, 71 to 73. High Saturday, 64 to 67. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Holly Holdren.
Oh, hey, Grandpa. Oh, hey, Grandpa. Hey, Grandpa.
Yes, buddy?
Can you take me fishing this weekend?
I'd love to.
Have you noticed a change in your hearing over the years? Missing the little things in life? Visit Beneficial Hearing in Ocala today. Their expert team of audiologists will make sure you never miss a moment. Call Beneficial Hearing today at 352-629-4418 or visit them online, beneficialhearing.com.
This is Ocala Talks with Tom Schmidt, bringing stories that are important to our community in and around Ocala. Plus, of course, a splash of sports as well. Now, here's your host, Tom.
Good Wednesday morning. Welcome to hour number 2 of Ocala Talks with Tom Schmidt. It's Hump Day. That's right, it's Wednesday. Hopefully your work week is going well. It's an overcast day. Going to get chilly today. Highs in the low 60s for the high. Going to be in the high 30s tonight, 38, 39. Going to get chilly. Cold front moves through. A little rain tonight. Warm back up by Friday, though. Back up into the 70s by Friday. You know how we have that schizophrenic weather in January. Well, we're in the midst of it. So just keep diligent watch on the weather and make sure you stay bundled up when you need to and layer it off as it warms up. It's that crazy, silly season of weather here in Ocala, Florida. I'm coming to you live from the palatial studios of WOCA Radio. You're just outside the food court entrance to the Paddock Mall in the Brick City beautiful Ocala, Florida. Joining me in studio now, guy that I've known since he was a kid. I still think he's a kid because he's, what are you now, 24?
25.
25! 20, I'm so old. Jesus Christ. I first met your mom and dad and you and your twin sister, Shelby. I think y'all were 11, 12. You were either in the 6th or 7th grade.
Yeah, I think it was 6th grade.
I think it was 6th grade.
We were pretty young.
Yeah, you were pretty young. They would come to my trivia at Beef O'Brady's. And they were horrible folks. Let's just go ahead and just tell the truth, okay? Okay. And it's because, as a family, they don't listen to each other. Somebody always knows the answer at the table, but somebody always gets, well, let's just be honest. Mom gets this final say, and she always says the wrong thing. Can we just agree with that?
We can. Yeah, I can't say yes.
But you can't say no either, can you?
Say no. I gotta go home tonight.
Yeah, yeah. She's screaming at the radio right now. Thomas. I love your mother. Your mother's a great, good people. Matter of fact, I, at one time in my life, was in a situation where a house was purchased, and it was purchased because it was right across the street from your folks' house.
Yes, it was.
So that we could, could my good friend Henry, your dad, and I could hang out more. That didn't happen. I didn't stay at that house long, but
it was good while it lasted.
It was. So Henry Mailer, you're a graduate of Marion County Schools. Tell people where a little bit about yourself, where you graduated, where you went to college, stuff like that.
Okay, so I was born and raised here in Ocala. I went to Vanguard High School. I left Ocala, went to Tallahassee.
Boo! Oh, no.
Go Noles, but I went up to Tallahassee and got my bachelor's in economics, and then went ahead and got my master's from FSU as well in political science.
So you have an economics degree and a political science degree.
Yep.
I'm seeing politics in your future.
Maybe. Haven't decided yet, but we're heading in that direction.
You have worked, though, at the Capitol. You've worked for a couple different lobbyist groups.
Yep.
And you helped get a man from Marion County elected to the state house.
Yeah, so I worked a little bit on Joe Harding's campaign this election season, got to know him. Super cool guy. I know he started committee weeks this week, the Florida legislature's meeting, so good luck to him, and hopefully he can represent our conservative values a little bit up there.
The Florida legislature does return to the Capitol this week in a run-up to the 2021 session. State revenue is one of the biggest things because COVID-19 has ravaged the tax rolls. Civil unrest that spiked this past year, the COVID vaccine rollout. These are all issues that they're going to have to begin a 5 weeks of committee meeting that lead up to the session. Traditionally now, the first week of meetings is an opportunity for newly elected members to receive instructions on procedure, decorum, stuff like that. So it's like training day for the first week for new members. But there's going to be an economic showdown, I think, in Tallahassee this year because there's a money shortage because of COVID. I mean, places were closed. They weren't collecting sales tax revenue. So it's going to be a difficult I think it's going to be a difficult challenge for the legislature going into this session.
Yeah, I think so. And another thing I think is going to be difficult for them, too, is I know that because of COVID, the Capitol has limited attendance. They won't allow civilians in, and usually people come in and do public testimony and whatnot. But on top of a process that's already stressful and high demand, that you throw COVID on top of it, it's going to be interesting.
It is going to be interesting. We talk about perspectives, and we talk about Joe Harding. You work for Joe Harding's campaign, a conservative voice for Marion County. He represents a district that includes parts of Denellen, the west part of the county. How's a kid in his mid-20s that went to a 4-year liberal arts institution, then went to graduate school at the same institution? In this day and age, you always hear kids your age there's no way that you're conservative. You have liberal values. You're a little on the wild side. You lean more towards the left. What was the influence that kept you right of the path?
I think it's just the way I was brought up. My parents were conservative, and it was just kind of the values bestowed upon me. And that's true. Going to a 4-year college, it's tough as a young Republican because most of the people you meet or hang out with are liberal or Democrats, and it's just a 4-year college is a big breeding ground for everything left. And especially when you get up into grad school, I went into a master's program that specifically focused on political science, and being in Tallahassee with the Capitol there, you think there would be more of a 50-50 population between Republicans and Democrats.
Because it's a Republican-controlled House and Senate, you would think that it'd be 50-50.
Yeah, I think in my master's program, my teacher went around the classroom once, and first day, syllabus week, and he asked, raise your hand if you're a Republican, raise your hand if you're a Democrat. He said he wouldn't judge. He was a Democrat, but I think I was one of 2 in a class of like 25 who were Republicans in my master's class.
Wow. You know how much that's changed in the last 35? I went to college in 1989. You went to college for the first year. When was your first year at Florida State?
2014.
2014. So 89 to 14, that's 99, 2009. That's 25 years difference. When I went to Georgia Southern College at the time, it's a 4-year liberal arts college in South Georgia. The young Republicans at this college were about 400 strong. And at the time, there was a college of about 8,000 students, 7,000 students. There was about 500 to 800 students that were members of the Young Republicans, a on-campus club. The Young Democrats at the same university, same college, had about 50. Now at Georgia Southern, it's about 1,800 in the Young Democrats and about 100 in the Young Republicans. It changed and don't get me wrong, there's always been left-leaning. You've always been left-leaning. And I'm more of a centrist because of my years in university. But I still have, I believe in small government. I believe the government should not be intrusive. I believe that we shouldn't spend our way into massive amounts of debt. But I also believe we got to help out, our next door neighbor if they need it. Yeah, which has a little leftist to it. But it's amazing to me the pressure that is put on kids these days, or it's perceived the way I see it with the way parents talk and all. My perception is that it's very difficult to be a Republican on a college campus these days.
It is. Just sometimes the people you meet or teachers will ask opinions in class, and if you say the wrong thing, you just kind of get ganged up on a little bit. People just will throw everything you say out the window just because they don't agree with you politically.
The cancel culture.
Yep.
That's what it is, the cancel culture.
Yep, and that was even when I was helping out Joe with his campaign, we were doing door-to-door canvassing, and people wouldn't even want to open the door because I was a younger gentleman, and they just assumed they would open the door and say they weren't interested, and because they thought I was a Democrat, just because I was young, until we got talking, and then they would say, oh, we need more young people like you to get involved, and so, yeah, it's definitely interesting to see how the younger population definitely sides more left.
We're going to take a break. When we come back, I want to bring up something he said that I think is very important, and it's something that's missing these days, but it's something he had the advantage of all his life and still has today, and it's the nuclear family. We'll talk about that after this timeout. You're listening to Ocala Talks. 622-9622 is the number to call if you want to be a part of the conversation. We'll be right back after this timeout. WOCA, The Source. The Ocala Golf Club, one of Ocala's premier golf courses, from its pristine 18-hole course layout to its amazing pro shop. Jason Linhart and the staff at Ocala Golf offer everything that you need for your golf outing. That's the Ocala Golf Club. Experience country club style golf at municipal prices. You won't go wrong with the Ocala Golf Club. Call them for a tee time today, 352-401-6917.